Hello children, I welcome you in new session 2021. How are you? I hope you are all safe in this lockdown period. It is my humble request to you, follow all instructions and precautions given by Health Ministry, doctors and government authorities. As you know that due to coronavirus, whole country is locked down. Due to this lockdown period, to compensate your academic loss, HRD Ministry has decided to use of online resources for teaching and learning so that children may learn things sitting at home. Although resources are very limited because of lockdown, still by using limited resources, you can say proper utilization of resources. I prepared a small PPT, come video. After completion of this video, I will give you some assignments. Try to solve at home. If you face any difficulty, any doubt, any query, you are free to ask. Still result of class 11th is awaited. No problem. First of all, I am going to start with brief introduction of syllabus of class 12th accountancy. There are total 5 units and 3 parts in accountancy. Part A has 3 units, Part B has 2 units and Part C project work. In Part A, there are 3 units. Unit number 1 is financial statements of not-for-profit organizations with 10 marks. Second, accounting for partnership firms with 30 marks. 3, accounting for companies 20 marks. So Part A has total 60 marks. Part B has 2 units. First unit is analysis of financial statements with 12 marks. Second, cash flow statements with 8 marks. Total 20 marks in Part B. Part C has project work of 20 marks. So accountancy is of total marks. Bifurcation is 80 marks of theory, 20 marks of practical. So students, I select second chapter first because this chapter was taught in class 11th in business studies. So I think it will be easy to understand. This chapter is based on your previous knowledge. So I start chapter 2, accounting for partnership firms. Fundamentals. Topics of today's session. First topic is need of partnership. Second, meaning of partnership and partnership deed. Third, features of partnership. And fourth is rules applicable in the absence of partnership deed. So we will discuss one by one. First, need or importance of partnership. First question is, why a business is to be set up in the form of partnership? Although sole trade is the best trade. Answer is, there are certain limitations of sole trader because in sole trading concern, only one man invests the capital, undertakes the risk involved in the business and controls the whole affairs of the business. But one man's capital, controlling and the capacity of taking risk is generally limited. Therefore, persons may combine, enter into agreement to form a partnership firm. Now, second topic is meaning of partnership. Meaning of partnership has 2 concepts. First is definitions given by Indian Partnership Act 1932 and second is traditional concept of partnership. First, according to section 4 of the Indian Partnership Act 1932, definition given in this act is partnership is the relation between 2 or more persons who have agreed to share the profits of a business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. In simple words, we can say that when two or more persons run a lawful business and share its profit and loss, it is called partnership. Clear? Is it clear, bachcho? Okay, next topic is essential features of partnership as per Indian Partnership Act 1932. So there are features of partnership. There are total 6 features which is discussed in this PPT. First feature is number of persons. As you know, there are required minimum 2 numbers of partners and maximum number of partners is 10 in banking sector and 20 in other business. Second feature of partnership is agreement. It means partnership is formed by a written or oral agreement among partners. Written agreement is called partnership deed. Third feature is business. Partnership is formed for doing some business, not for co-ownership. Is it clear? Feature number 4, sharing of profit. Partnership is formed for the objective of earning and sharing profit in pre-decided ratio. This ratio is called profit sharing ratio. Association of for welfare activity is not called partnership. So there should be a sharing of profit. Next feature, mutual agency. Each partner plays a role of both agent and principal for each other. And next feature of partnership is liability. It is very important feature of a partnership firm or business. It means each partner's personal asset may be used for paying business liabilities because each has unlimited liability individually and jointly. Our next topic is partnership deed, which we have discussed in last slide. Its meaning and features. First, meaning of partnership deed. Partnership deed is a written document or written agreement containing the terms and conditions agreed by the all partners. Next is elements of partnership deed. First element of partnership deed is name and address of the firm. Second element is name and addresses of partners. Third, amount of capital to be contributed by each partner in the business. Fourth feature is rate of interest on capital and on drawings. Next is profit sharing ratio. Next, drawings. Seventh feature is interest on drawings. Next, salary and commission of partners. And last is settlement of disputes, etc. These are the features of a partnership deed. Next, rules applicable in the absence of partnership deed, which you have studied in 11th class business study, chapter forms of business organization, second topic partnership. Do you remember? So first rule which is applicable if there is no partnership deed in the business. These rules are called rule of table A, which are important at the time of when there is no partnership deed. First rule is equal profit sharing ratio among all partners. Second is no interest on capital will be given on capital introduced by the partners. Third rule is no interest on drawings. Next rule is no salary or commission to partners. And last rule of table A is only 6% interest on partners loan will be given. Next topic is Let's take an example. Ram and Rahman are in partnership since April 1, 2019. There is no partnership deed agreement was made. They contributed rupees 4 lakhs and 1 lakh respectively as capital. In addition, Ram advanced an amount of rupees 1 lakh to the firm. On October 1st, 2019, due to long illness, Ram could not participate in business activities from August 1st to September 30th, 2019. The profits for the year ended 31st March 2019 amounted to rupees 1,80,000. Now dispute has arisen between Ram and Rahman. Here Ram claims that he should be given interest at the rate of 10% per annum on capital and loan. Second claim is profit should be distributed in proportion of capital. In other side, Rahman claims that profit should be distributed equally. Second claim is he should be allowed rupees 2,000 per month as remuneration for the period he managed the business in the absence of Ram. His third claim is interest on capital and loan should be allowed at the rate of 6% per annum. Now you are required to settle the dispute between Ram and Rahman and also prepare profit and loss appropriation account. As you are aware about rules in the absence of partnership deed, and there is no partnership deed or no written agreement in the business, so here we have to follow rules applicable in the partnership deed. So Ram's claim: as per the provisions of the Indian Partnership Act 1932, Ram is not entitled to any interest on capital, but he is only entitled to interest on loan only at the rate of 6% per annum, not at the rate of 10% per annum. Clear? Second, profit should be distributed equally as per Act or the Indian Partnership Act 1932. Rahman's claim: his claim is perfectly right that net profit should be shared equally. Second, he should not be allowed any remuneration during the period of Ram's illness. Third, no interest is given on the capital, but his claim on interest on loan at a rate of 6% per annum is right. So, this is clear that above rules will be followed in the absence of partnership deed. Now we will prepare profit and loss appropriation account. So there are net profit as per P&L account is rupees 1,77,000 after providing interest on Ram's loan, that is 3,000. So remaining profit will be distributed among Ram and Rahman in equal ratio, and this is 88,500 and 88,500. So this is first topic, first chapter of new session. Thank you children. Stay home, stay safe. Bye.